Eco time.
There's a gun. Mr. Smith might not be who he
Stand back,
seems.
gentlemen. Does he have a getaway car rating? Is he just going to leap out the window and into the speeding car?
Probably.
Voltist Fritz.
I mean, it's got to be the Nazis. You know, that's how indie works.
Oh, Fritz. Hilfe mich. Did all Indy succeeded was taking his coat off.
Yeah, we got his coat. It's a victory.
Is there something in the pocket?
Klaus Kerner.
Klaus Kerner.
That's a good name.
I should know what Kerner means.
It's the surname, isn't it? Was it a phony statue? Oh, come on.
I don't think it was phony.
Oh, Marcus.
But it's old.
It's pretty dang old.
What else was the friend carrying apart from the fake passport and the gun?
It was a National Geographic archaeology. They are in Iceland.
Icelandic Arctiques. It just circles the word Jones.
I think all the other words just circled is Hapgood.
If you need to sort of remember who this mysterious person is, and you definitely need something which is very distinct out of the name Indiana Jones, I would definitely circle the Jones.
So I can definitely remember it was called Indiana, but what was that? The surname? No, actually, that makes sense. What was that surname again?
Yeah, actually, that's a point. I mean, Indiana, that's memorable, I guess. You're just going to end up with Nevada Smith otherwise.
Yeah, obviously. Oh, yeah, Sophia. Sophia's my favourite. It's a good game. Off we go. Off on our adventures
just
now.
Get to see a tiny little figure of Indy in the background.
And they do the whole red line thing. That's why I love this game.
Oh, that is quite cool.
Yeah.
It's quite cool.
So here we are in New York. In the actual game now, we've got an interface. We've got National Archaeology. We can look at that. Can we? We can look at that. And there it is again. Remember this? Remember these drugs?
Yeah, saw this not that long ago.
Yeah. How do we... Okay, we get out of that like that.
So there's news, there's a phone booth, there's the thing that I'm pointedly ignoring, which is probably the thing we need to go towards.
The marquee?
Yeah, because Sophia...
Imagine the suckers who would actually pay to see Sophia's Lost World lectures. Oh, she's a hack. She's a charlatan.
We're going to have to pay, just to actually get into the theatre. Are we going to do some hijinks?
We are definitely going to do some hijinks. Why would we not do hijinks?
Well, I guess we are Indiana Jones between us.
We're going to pick up this newspaper. It's today's
paper.
Yeah, we definitely have today's paper.
Okay, there is a taxi cab.
How do you want to approach this? Do you want to... Okay, as far as I see it, we've got three options somehow. I only say this because I know that there's three ways in which the game works. I don't see how two of them will be applied to this scenario, but maybe that's later on. Well, how do you want to approach this, Sharks?
Well, like any sort of law-abiding citizen, I will first attempt to enter the cinema.
Okay, so we've got to talk to the ticket taker, right?
It's a theatre thingy. Yes, let's have a conversation with the person staffing the booth. Hello there. The show is sold out.
You can't just rock up and do what you think you're doing. You can't just turn up and expect to get in.
I like all of those options.
They're all real good.
They're all real good options.
I think we've got to be like, now wait a minute there, Sonny.
No seats, no standing room, no exceptions.
She's really popular. How are we going to deal with this problem? How are we going to deal with this scenario?
Well, I'm afraid we're just going to have to go home and order a ticket for tomorrow's performance.
That does make sense. Can we do that?
Can we?
Yeah, we can.
We have left.
Okay, let's go back to Bartlett
We are
College.
going back to... Can we go back? It's not... Oh, we are permitted to return. And... Oh, yeah, here we go.
Here we are.
The exact reverse of the previous. We have arrived
So should we go into our office and use the bed, go to sleep, come back tomorrow?
Well, we don't have to. It's already light.
Oh, this is true. So do you want to go back there now, then?
Well, no, because I guess we have to get. Well, can we actually go all the way back? We can walk to the office door.
Yeah, I think.
I
think we can go in there.
I imagine Indy has some sort of work to be doing.
Probably. Yeah, see, we've got an environment now. We can interact with these things.
Right, well, there's a trunk and some shelves and a window and all these things we need to scrutinise.
There's
a call a glazier.
Window.
Well, there we are. We have a job to do. We have to call a glazier.
Okay, the telephone is not interactable, so
maybe
this
it's
game is irresponsible.
I know. We're just going to leave a broken window. Broken pots, broken window.
This office is a hazard.
Yes. I don't think Indy's been keeping very good care of it. Anything on the shelves?
It's a thuggy idol. Letters from school principal. Okay.
You just happen to have on your office shelves.
What are you doing? What are you doing, Indy?
There's a ice box.
Oh.
Okay.
Let's get some ice.
You know. I was assuming alcohol. Going to be honest. I imagine Indy's the sort of person who sort of needs a drink in the sort of mid-afternoon when he realises, oh God, what am I doing with my life?
Yeah, well, there's a jar in here, some mayonnaise, it looks like used motor oil. I think we've got to take this. This is going to be useful
Is
to
that
us.
Mayonnaise or motor oil or just perhaps... Yeah, you can't pick up the icebox. Can you pick up the jar? Yes.
There we go.
Okay. A jar of expired mayonnaise.
This is going to be useful.
This is going to be incredibly useful.
Use it on yourself.
That's using with the shells.
Yeah, I don't think that's an option.
Are we capable of consuming this mayonnaise? Or are we sort of...
There's no lid. There's no lid on
lid.
this jar of mayonnaise. Indy, you... What the fuck is wrong with you?
Like, presumably you have some sort of bag in which you're putting this... And you're putting it without the lid.
It's a very good question how inventory management works in these games.
There's no obvious sort of backpack or the like.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't put that mayonnaise in my pockets.
Perhaps talking to... No.
Can you talk to the jar of mayonnaise?
I just was like, talking is with your mouth and eating is with your mouth as well. So it's
I guess.
Give to self.
Give to...
We've got to eat this mayonnaise, Strux. It's important we eat this mayonnaise. The fate of the world depends upon it.
Who needs to go to the theatre or call the glaziers? We need to eat a mayonnaise.
An expired mayonnaise.
Are there other items? Would we have been able to pick up the idol? I doubt it. I can't imagine that being much use. We can push and pull at the mayonnaise. Push jar of mayonnaise. You can't.
Why
How do you pick it
not
up?
move this, Indy?
How were you able to pick it up if you cannot move the jar?
This game doesn't make a lot of sense. It's really bad.
Oh.
Let's open this trunk. Let's see what the deal is.
What's in the trunk?
Nothing useful, thanks.
It climbs all the way up here.
Yeah. This is really good.
Well, is there anything else? There are 2 things on the shelves. Are there other things? Like, I don't know, tickets that you just so happen to have purchased for the show that we need to go?
That'd be real convenient.
Real convenient. Just a sort of bound of absent-minded... Okay. We're just leaving.
Actually,
Oh.
we've got to close this icebox.
Gotta close the icebox.
Close the icebox, Indy.
Close the icebox.
There we go.
You've left the trunk open as well.
Oh well, at least that's not like a powered item.
That is true.
Let's go over here.
Can we get in here? Yes, we can. We can go to the bulletin board.
So we can go and investigate all this useful things. This is the best way to start playing this game, doing completely irrelevant things.
Ooh, it scrolls. It says... Oh, a slide rule for a radio. That sounds like a fetch quest.
It sounds like a pretty good deal. No, it sounds like a pretty bad deal. It sounds like a good deal if you're the one getting the radio.
It depends what sort of slide rule it is.
Really? Is the one that could be that good?
No, but... I mean, I would not underestimate the amount of value that a nerd will attach to a slide rule.
See that we can go back down here. We can...
To where there's nothing.
Look at this furnace. It's hot. Thanks for the observation, Indy.
Open the furnace. We can open the furnace.
Use furnace.
Use furnace.
With mayonnaise.
You don't want to incinerate it. Indy, it is so green and unpleasant. When you talked to it earlier, I thought it was going to speak back. It needs to burn.
It really does. But it won't allow us.
Right, so we have a furnace. Can we pick up the coal?
We gotta pick up this coal. Okay, logical solution to this puzzle is to put the coal in the furnace. It's hot enough already. See,
So-
we're unnecessary here.
We have other uses for a lump of coal.
Apparently so.
How close is it to Christmas?
Oh, look, there's a dirty rag. Let's pick up this
Oh.
dirty rag. Gotta get that dirty rag.
Right, I am glad I made you come back here.
It's a greasy old towel. Use it with the mayonnaise. Nope.
Like and like together.
Yeah. Look at this. Look at what you can do. No, it's too slippery to walk up.
I'm just standing on a pile of coal.
Well. I guess we can't do anything here unless we use the jam of mayonnaise with the coal sheet to make it not slippery anymore.
I don't think it'll make it not slippery. Well, I don't know. It'll probably be quite
I was
oozy.
thinking the mayonnaise has gone sticky. Is that not a thing that mayonnaise does?
Well, it's described as motor oil.
Oh, that's a good point. That is a good point. Can we get... Nope, we already tried that.
I don't think the current items we have will combine in any useful fashion.
Maybe one of these things will bribe the guy in New York to let us into the show.
Would you like a jar of expired mayonnaise?
Would you like a lump of coal? Or can I go over this way?
Oh.
No.
Oh. Got my hopes up when it scrolled a little bit then.
Yeah, it did for me as well. I thought I must have never walked this way ever before.
It's like you can just see the door open and shut. Oh.
See,
Where's Indy going? Where's Indy
We're
going?
going to be responsible. We're going to close that door. Don't want people breaking
Fair
into our
enough.
house.
I don't think it's your sort of house.
Oh, well, that's true. You make a good point.
Right, anyway.
Okay, we've got to go back to New York.
Yeah, we probably ought to take this seriously.
We got